Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter, The Guardians of the Elite. Most people think of security as locks, alarms, maybe a guard at the gate. Necessary, but hardly glamorous. But for billionaires, A-list celebrities, and CEOs whose faces appear on magazine covers, security isn't just a side concern. It's a central part of life. It's not just about keeping intruders out. It's about protecting freedom, privacy, and reputation in a world where everyone is watching. That's why they don't hire ordinary firms. They hire bespoke operators like Gavin de Becker and Associates, known for protecting Hollywood and Silicon Valley's most powerful, or Stratfor Elite Services, the intelligence consultancy often described as a private CIA for corporations and governments. And what these firms really sell isn't bodyguards, bulletproof cars, or intelligence briefings. They sell three intangibles: discretion, loyalty, and the promise of being always on. Those are the currencies that matter the most to the wealthy. Take Gavin de Becker and Associates, founded by Gavin de Becker, who built his reputation on protecting celebrities from stalkers and threats. His firm has guarded everyone from Madonna to Jeff Bezos. When Bezos found his personal communications hacked and splashed across the tabloids, it was de Becker he turned to, not the police, not government agencies. Within weeks, de Becker's investigations uncovered links that traced the leaks to political operatives. Think about that. The world's richest man trusted not official institutions, but a private firm because what mattered most wasn't resources, it was loyalty and discretion. That's lesson number one. Wealthy clients don't hire for features, they hire for trust. The ones who answer the phone at 3 a.m. and keep their mouths shut at 3 p.m. Now consider William Harris, a Silicon Valley CEO. For William, the challenge wasn't violence, it was normalcy. He wanted his kids to be able to go to school, his family to take vacations, and his company to operate without constant fear of intrusion. The security team he hired didn't just assign guards. They monitored online chatter, ran predictive analysis on threats, and mapped out travel routes to ensure privacy. They even worked with social media platforms to quietly remove invasive content. William later told a colleague, they don't just protect me, they protect my ability to live normally. And that's lesson number two. Affluent clients don't buy protection, they buy freedom. They pay for the right to live their lives without feeling trapped by their own success. The same theme shows up with celebrities. Rachel Carter, a Grammy winning singer, didn't need protection from crime as much as from obsession. Drones over her pool, strangers outside hotels, fans who blurred the line between admiration and harassment. Her firm's greatest value wasn't visible, it was invisible. Guards blended into the background. Routes were changed without drama. Above all, the firm never leaked, bragged, or advertised her name. Rachel explained it this way: I don't just pay them to keep me safe, I pay them to keep my life private. And that's lesson number three. Discretion is priceless. The wealthy will pay far more for the service provider who knows how to stay quiet than the one who boasts about their client lists. And here's the application for you. When you work with affluent clients, your silence is part of your brand. Don't just provide value. Become the person they trust to handle sensitive details without ever putting them at risk. If you want to learn how to use stories to build that kind of trusted aura around your brand, then grab a copy of Velvet Rope Story Selling. It's available right now at getwealthyclients.com. So let's widen the lens. Security isn't just about celebrities or stalkers, it's also about geopolitical risk. Stratford Elite Services provides intelligence briefings to CEOs and investors entering volatile markets. They're nicknamed the Shadow CIA for a reason. Their analysts track political movements, potential coups, and emerging threats worldwide. Take David Reynolds, a London based investor planning to build factories in a West African nation. Before signing contracts, he hired Stratford. They produced a 60-page dossier forecasting political instability, warning of upcoming currency issues, and recommending strategies for minimizing exposure. 6 months later, unrest hit exactly as predicted. Because of that foresight, David avoided tens of millions in losses. He put it perfectly. Their value wasn't in what they did, it was in what never happened because they saw it coming. And that's lesson number 4. The best services for the wealthy make their value invisible. The client may never see the work, but they feel the freedom it provides. Closer to home, consider Emily Foster, whose husband ran a Fortune 100 company. After a corporate scandal thrust their family into the spotlight, Emily's greatest fear wasn't stock prices, it was her children being harassed. The firm she hired handled everything discreetly: secure drivers for school runs, unobtrusive protection at soccer games, even coaching the family on how to keep their digital footprints safe. Emily later said, "What I'm paying for isn't guards, it's the reassurance that if something happens at 3 a.m., I don't have to wonder who to call." And that's lesson number 5. For the wealthy, availability is luxury. Always on responsiveness is as valuable as the service itself. So step back for a moment and notice the pattern. Jeff Bezos didn't hire Gavin DeBecker for muscle, he hired him for loyalty and discretion. William Harris wasn't buying guards, he was buying normalcy. Rachel Carter didn't pay for visible security, she paid for silence. David Reynolds didn't buy an intelligence report, he bought foresight. Emily Foster didn't purchase a contract, she purchased certainty that someone would always be there to answer the phone. Each case reveals the same truth. Bespoke security isn't about guards or gadgets, it's about peace of mind. So let's translate this into your world. You may not be providing armed escorts or geopolitical risk assessments, but you can provide the same feelings of safety, trust, and certainty in your business. Can clients trust you with sensitive information? Do you anticipate problems before they appear? Are you available when they need you, not just when it's convenient? Do you make their lives feel simpler, freer, more protected? Because that's what the wealthy actually pay for, not the service, not the deliverable. It's rather the feeling of insulation. And if you want to learn how to present your work in that light, telling stories that build trust, confidence, and exclusivity, then pick up my Amazon #1 best-selling book, Velvet Rope Story Selling, which you can do right now at getwealthyclients.com. It's your guide to creating a brand that feels as indispensable as a security firm on speed dial. That's getwealthyclients.com. Here's the final truth. The wealthy don't buy locks, guards, or reports. They buy discretion. They buy loyalty. They buy foresight. And above all, they buy the ability to live normally in a world that's constantly trying to intrude. That's what Gavin DeBecker sells. That's what Stratford sells. And that's what you can sell too. Not the product, but the peace of mind that comes with it. Because at the highest levels of wealth, peace of mind isn't just a luxury, it's the ultimate necessity. This is Mark Satterfield. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Velvet Rope Playbook. I'll be back at you with something new. But until then, bye for now.